last night on Once Upon a Time, Atlantis was referenced on a minor level. And for this video, this is my top 5 ideas for what I would like to see Once Upon a Time do should they go in the direction of Atlantis. They've already gone with Greek mythology, so let's continue that with Atlantean mythology. Granted, Atlantean mythology was made up through Plato, but point is, nonetheless, what would I like to see from this? Now, before I really get into my top 5 ideas, I would have to say I think the idea of the mental hospital arc, a lot of you are saying this might be a cover or it really could be an interesting arc. I'm thinking now that it is a cover and that the casting of Hank Harris and Sam Witwer is actually a cover for the casting of Milo and Rourke from Atlantis. And now let's go into the top 5 ideas that I have. So, number 1 is I would like to see Timaeus, Critias, and Hermocrates, I'm going to call it Hermos because it's kind of a weird word and I think I just totally butchered it, as either main books that'll serve as a plot device or actually turn them into characters on the show that are relatively important to the Atlantean arc. I think that would be a really cool thing to see either these books be very important or have them be very important characters. So that's number 1. I don't really have too much more to go into it beyond that because I don't know what the show would want to do with it if they were characters as to their roles. But I feel that they could have a couple characters. They could maybe introduce 5 brand new characters, including Timaeus, Critias, and Hermos, and then maybe introduce a few more that I'm going to discuss. So I already mentioned Milo and Rourke, so my next idea, number 2, is to incorporate Milo and Kita, maybe a couple of the other minor characters from Atlantis as well. Because Atlantis, it's not a very popular Disney movie, it's sort of a cult Disney film, but it's a film that a lot of people, I would say, enjoy, especially if you're older. It has a very great grasp for the older audience. It's beautifully animated. So seeing Kita in a Once Upon a Time would be very nice. And I think Milo would actually really fit in the show. I feel like he actually would get along quite well with Henry, and he might even get along with Emma to some degree. So I think seeing Kita and Milo and the other Atlantean characters would be very interesting as well. Number 3, in the Atlantean myth, we know that there are the metal, the Orichalcum. And I feel the Orichalcum could be a very strong plot device. I'm also so sorry that my phone just went off like that. So I'm thinking that the Orichalcum could be a plot device for the show in some type of very dark magic or some type of very good magic. Orichalcum is known to be a brass metal. The image I have up on the side is green, so it could go in either way. So that's the next thing, to really kind of incorporate everything we can from the myth. So let's go with the Orichalcum metal. Now my next thing, it's a little bit pulled from the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, which is one of my favorites, is to have the king of Atlantis be evil. Now in the Disney movie, Rourke was evil, excuse me, and the king was good. But here I'm thinking, let's have the king be the antagonist for this arc, have him have sunk the island, and then have him be revived, have him like kind of put in a catonic state, and then have him raise the island because of all the magical activity in the Enchanted Forest and go after other people, or all the magical activity in Storybrooke. But make the King of Atlantis your new main character, and then maybe have Timaeus, Critias, and Hermos, Kita, and Milo have to oppose him. And my last idea, number 5, is to have Killian, Liam, or maybe just Killian and Ariel have some connection to the island. Maybe have somehow the island didn't sink so long ago, it just kind of vanished, and then Ariel and Killian ended up discovering it at different points of life. I also am saying Ariel because I would like to see Joanna Garcia come back to the show again because I think she would be a great addition to Once Upon a Time, as we all know, because she's so great, and Ariel is such a great bubbly character that we all love. So those are my top 5 ideas. To see Timaeus, Critias, and Hermos as either books or characters, to see the characters from Atlantis, the movie, to see the Orichalcum metal be used as either a plot device, either good or evil, have the King of Atlantis become a new character of a villain descent, and to have Ariel and Hook have a connection to the island. I don't really want to go too much more into detail because the idea of Atlantis has only been very, very lightly mentioned. So I don't want to say, oh, this is definitely going to happen, or this is what I really, really want to happen, because we don't really know if it's going to happen or not. And we don't know if this mental hospital arc is just a cover or if it actually is what it is. So share your thoughts about Atlantis in the comments below. What are your top 5 ideas? Do you like my top 5 ideas? Wow, I can't believe I just butchered that. But like I said, share your thoughts, and we will discuss Atlantis in the comments below, and we'll discuss Once Upon a Time this week with some new sneak peeks. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.